Hello, welcome to the visual codex home of unbiased review about any camera today. We're going to talk about the Fujifilm X H2 mirrorless camera, 40MP camera, should you choose it, and also we will discuss about their bad sides. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's dive in. Here are the few things you need to know about this mirrorless camera. Compatible mountings, Fujifilm G. Aspect ratio 16:9. Photo sensor technology, BSI, CMOS. Supported file format RAW. Image stabilization dynamic. Maximum focal length 16 mm. Optical zoom 5x. Maximum aperture 4f. Let's discuss this camera in details. Leave in detail with the world's first 40-megapixel APS-C sensor. Fujifilm X H2 blends the compact and lightweight versatility of APS-C mirrorless cameras with an unmatched backside, illuminated X-trans CMOS 5 HR imaging sensor. Add in an optimized pixel layout that promises exceptional detail, unrivaled color accuracy, and impressive video flexibility. These game-changing features are made possible only with X Processor 5, which delivers lightning-fast performance to help Fujifilm X H2 deliver 8K/30p video, enhanced autofocus capabilities, and blackout-free image bursts at 15 frames per second. Not to mention, it's also more efficient than its predecessor, boosting battery performance by 10%. Improved in-body image stabilization, IBIS, offers 7 stops of compensation and features an enhanced algorithm that improves motion detection. This produces shake-free results in more scenarios than ever before, most notably when panning or following subjects on foot for video. For stills photographers, full-resolution images can be recorded at an incredible 15 frames per second when using the mechanical shutter, while those switching to the electronic shutter can work at 20 frames per second in the 1.29x crop factor option. Further high-speed options are provided by the electronic shutter's 1/180K seconds top speed, while photographers seeking optimum quality will welcome the lower minimum ISO 125. With its broad range of wired and wireless options for transferring image and video data, the X H2 camera body supports wireless image transfer through the Fujifilm Remote Camera app and natively delivers webcam resolutions of up to 4K/60p for a high-quality live streaming experience. With the optional VFTXH wireless file, transmitter battery grip functionality is expanded even further. The grip adds tethering connections and FTP file transfer through Wi-Fi, Ethernet, and smartphone connections, plus the remote rec function. This enables up to 4 camera bodies, with VFTXH battery grips attached, to be connected and controlled via a web browser on a computer, tablet, or smartphone. X H2 uses its native 8K video resolution to give filmmakers several ways of unlocking the camera's true potential. X H2 offers a suite of video functions that make it perfect for every movie-making occasion. Apple POR's 10-bit 422 footage can be recorded internally at up to 8K/30p using a CF Express Type B card, while 12-bit Apple POR's RAW 1 or Blackmagic RAW 2 footage can be recorded to compatible external devices via the full-size HDMI Type A port. Additionally, when recording video using the F-Log2 color profile, X H2's dynamic range extends to 13+ stops, a one-stop improvement over the previous sensor, enhancing post-production flexibility. Pixel Shift Multi-Shot X H2 is the first X series to feature Pixel Shift Multi-Shot, which delivers 160-megapixel images for the ultimate quality when detail really matters. A staple of GFX system cameras, Pixel Shift Multi-Shot records 20 frames, shifting the sensor by 0.5 pixels between each frame. Resulting images are automatically combined into one DNG RAW file, which can be output to a desired file format using suitable RAW processing software. This groundbreaking feature is invaluable for archival recording and other commercial applications where color fidelity and fine detail are paramount. Using pixel shift multi-shot ensures false colors and noir effects are suppressed. The X H2's hidden flaws. Why the 40MP beast isn't perfect. The Fujifilm X H2 is a powerhouse, but let's be honest, no camera is perfect. While it gives you insane resolution and pro video features, there are a few drawbacks that could seriously affect your shooting experience. If you're considering buying this camera, you need to know about these three main downsides. 1. The video caveat, rolling shutter and heat management. The X H2 is a high-resolution camera first and a speed camera second. That's the X H2S. This difference creates two major headaches for serious videographers. A. The jello effect, rolling shutter. The problem, because the X H2's 40MP sensor has so many pixels, it takes longer for the camera to read out the entire sensor when recording video. This slow readout time results in a noticeable rolling shutter effect. What it means for you, if you pan the camera quickly, or if a fast-moving object like a car or a person running crosses the frame, straight lines will appear wobbly or skewed, the infamous jello look. The bottom line, if your video work involve a lot of quick movement, action, or handheld run-and-gun shooting, the X H2 is noticeably weaker than its sibling, the X H2S, or other high-speed competitors. You must be mindful of how you move the camera, especially when shooting in 6.2K or 8K. B. The overheating question, especially for 8K. The problem, pushing 40 megapixels to record 8K video generates a lot of heat. While Fujifilm did a better job than some competitors, the camera can still overheat during long recording sessions. The gotcha. To reliably shoot extended 8K footage, Fujifilm recommends and sells an optional cooling fan that attaches to the back of the camera. What it means for you. If you buy the X H2 for its 8K video capabilities, you essentially have to factor in the cost and bulk of an extra accessory just to guarantee your shot doesn't cut out halfway through a crucial take. You're buying a camera with a built-in asterisk for its headline video feature. 2. The ergonomics and control shift. It's not your old Fuji. This is a point of contention for many long-time Fujifilm users. The X H2 ditches the classic retro XD-style control for a more generic, modern hybrid design. A loss of classic dials, the soul of Fuji. The change, the dedicated shutter speed, ISO, and exposure compensation dials on the top plate are gone. They are replaced by a PSM mode dial like Canon, Sony, and Nikon. The disadvantage, for many Fuji fans, the physical dials were the magic. They allowed you to see your full exposure, triangle, even when the camera was off. The X H2 forces you to rely on the control wheel and electronic menus, losing that delightful analog connection and speed. B. The size and weight. The change. The X H2 is noticeably larger and heavier than the X T5 and even some full-frame mirrorless cameras. It features a big, deep grip and a large top-plate LCD. The disadvantage. While the grip is comfortable for big lenses, the X H2 loses the original spirit of the X series. Small, light, and discreet. If you bought into Fuji for the compact size, the X H2 is a bulky step in the wrong direction, especially when paired with the newer, larger high-resolution lenses you need to make the most of that 40MP sensor. 3. Autofocus and file size. The cost of resolution. While the AF is good, it's a step behind the competition, and the huge files can create a workflow nightmare. A. Autofocus, still not Sony level. The reality check. While Fujifilm has made massive strides, the continuous autofocus, CF, and tracking, especially for fast-moving subjects or complex scenes, still lags behind the best in the industry, like Sony's Alpha line. The risk. For professional action, sports, or wildlife shooters, that small percentage of missed focus is a critical problem. Even with the new subject tracking modes, users report occasional focus confirmation that turns out to be inaccurate. It's reliable, but not perfectly reliable. B. The 40MP file burden. The price of detail. The 40MP sensor produces huge files. A single uncompressed RAW file can easily be 80 to 100 megabytes or more. The disadvantage. Storage costs. Your SD cards, external hard drives, and cloud storage will fill up much faster. Slower editing. Editing these huge files taxes your computer's CPU and RAM. If you don't have a modern, powerful PC, you could find your editing workflow grinding to a frustrating crawl. CF Express B cards. To handle the huge data rates of 40MP stills and 8K video without waiting forever. The X H2 requires the expensive, fast CF Express Type B cards. The SD slot is often too slow for the top-tier video and burst shooting modes. The X H2 is a phenomenal technical achievement, but its disadvantages are all about compromise. You compromise speed and smooth motion for resolution, rolling shutter. You compromise portability for a pro body style, size and weight. You compromise simplicity for power, PSM dial, and huge files. With this information, I hope you will be able to make your choice. You can go check them out on the link in the description down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time on the same channel. I still remain Visual Codec's home of unbiased review about any camera.